What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tactics, and I have been getting a crazy amount of questions um, about my web series that I'm working on. Some of you guys are just hearing about it for the first time, which is crazy because I think I've been talking about it quite a bit and tweeting about it. Maybe not as much as I could be, but yeah, to answer some of the questions from what I can remember, a few of you asked when is the film or the web series going to be finished, and I honestly cannot give you an answer to that because we are still in pre-production and we haven't shot anything yet, so I don't really know when the film is going to be done because once we finish filming everything, we have to go into post and edit everything and whatnot. Um, so that's going to take a while, and plus I'm doing all the special effects, well, visual effects, on my own with the help of my cousin. So I don't really know how long that process is going to take because a lot of these effects we're kind of playing around and experimenting with for the first time. So that's going to take a little while to get accustomed to. Um, which brings me to another question that was asked: will there be a trailer for this web series? And of course, there is going to be a trailer. There's probably going to be a teaser and then a trailer followed by the first episode. Um, but again, I don't really know when that will be because I'm probably going to make a trailer once we have all the shots together. So I'll be keeping everyone posted in terms of like behind the scene footage. We're gonna have a lot of that. We're gonna have pictures and stuff. So there will be a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'll probably feature it on this channel or I don't know. Most likely it'll be on this channel, but I will always try to keep you guys posted as much as possible. Be sure to like the Facebook page. I believe it's Power. It'll be down in the description down below for those of you guys who are unfamiliar. Um, but yeah, I'll be sure to keep that page updated with all the behind the scene footage and teasers and whatnot. What was another question that was asked? Yeah. Oh, yes. One question, another question that was asked was, is there going to be a season two? Um, I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm kind of basing it off how well received season one is. And right now, I'm just going through a lot of stress right now trying to prepare for season one that I don't even want to think about the future because we haven't even started shooting yet, like I said, and already there's still so much to do, so much preparation. I'm like really nervous um, because this is my first big production and stuff, and I really want this to be a great film. And unfortunately, I can't afford to pay any of the actors, so everyone's kind of doing this pro bono, like just volunteering their time just because it's fun and stuff like that. But with that, I have to remember that like out of everybody involved in this, I'm the one who is the most invested because it's my project, it's my baby. So obviously, I'm going to care about it slightly more so than everyone else, kind of thing, right? Um, I'm willing to make sacrifices for this thing because it's like I said, it's my baby, but I can't expect everyone else to do the same. Everyone else has their priorities. They have relationships. They've got school. They've got work. They've got all kinds of other stuff that they have on their plate, and that essentially comes first, right? So that's something that I'm a little worried about. But at the same time, I'm hoping for the best and hoping that we can make it a success. And yeah, hopefully it turns out great. Um, I don't want to give too much away in terms of detail about what the script or what the story is about. Basically, it involves superheroes. Because there's so much that's going on in this film. It's so hard to really sum it up and like explain it in a sense. I'll be sure to get a better description for you guys, but basically it involves superheroes. It's centered around this guy who gets injected by this drug that gives him super abilities and everything. And rather than going the superhero route and going to save the world and all this shit, he kind of just you know he flees town because he's in trouble with like some gang members and stuff like that. And before he even realizes that he has abilities, he kind of just uses his second chance, so to speak, to kind of get a fresh start. So he leaves town, and then he starts developing his ability, and then he's just enjoying life, and he's enjoying his new power, and he's kind of selfish with his ability. He, rather than saving the world and saving his city or whatever like that, he just goes around and he just bangs girls and robs banks and stuff like that. And he's kind of a douche in the beginning, right? Until he's kind of put in a situation where his family is now at risk, and it's all a result of his new ability and the fact that these mobsters or whatever like that know of his new ability. So now he has to kind of take action and defend his family and kind of live up to that whole superhero persona in a sense. And yeah, that's the best I can do without giving too much away. But yeah, honestly, I'm really proud of what we have so far, which is nothing. I mean, in terms of like the script and the cast and everything, I'm really excited. I'm really proud of the the organization and stuff like that. You know, so hopefully we can get started. I unfortunately had to push back the shoot date because we still have to storyboard all the shots that I want and everything. But I'm in the process of ordering all the props that we need for the shoot, and yeah, it's crazy, man. It is crazy, crazy because as I'm trying to prepare for the film as well as juggle my YouTube stuff as well, and it's insane because like my mind I have a hard time multitasking in that sense where like my mind is trying to focus on like, okay, what am I going to talk about this week on my YouTube channel? But then I'm so fixated on getting the stuff organized for the film, and it's fucking crazy, man. It is like nuts. Um, like my boss had told me that this was to be expected. Like he told me that this is only gonna get worse from here, and like I'm not even like knee deep in the shit yet, and already I'm starting to feel like, oh fuck. Like I'm not throwing in the towel or anything like that, but like, man, this shit is draining, dude. But nonetheless, I am excited, and you guys should be too. And yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoy it. This is a lot. This is something completely different than what I'm used to. I've never really put out anything like this out before, and the reason I decided to do a film like this was essentially because as corny as it sounds, I always wanted to be a superhero as a kid, and obviously that's not feasible in the real world. Um, I kind of just wanted to like experiment and do a superhero type story, and it took me a very long time to develop it. I was writing this thing for like 4 months, but finally we have stuff together, and should be good. Should be good, and once again, for the fourth time, I am very excited. So, yeah, I hope that answered most of your questions. If you guys have any more questions about it, I don't know what else I could really tell you about the film or whatever, but yeah, leave your questions down below in the description, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace, and I'm out.